What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday evening. We are back at it for another episode of the Ruell Report. We are coming off of a week with some wild volatility. All right, when we last did the show on Monday, and if you'll recall, Tuesday was a blood red day. We had the S&P was off 5% intraday. Bitcoin was way down intraday. And then you know what happened? Bitcoin started charging higher. S&P charged higher. Market finished green on both fronts. We were in for a little bit more volatility throughout the week. Still a little shaky. Obviously, today was a day to be remembered, at least for a lot of us in a lot of those retail names like I am. Some of our small cap stocks, our tech stocks, our high flyers, everything along those lines. But on this episode of the Ruell Report, we're going to be talking about a couple things. We're going to talk about a couple stock plays and stock ideas. We're going to talk about whether or not the bottom is in on the majors. And I know for a fact that Ruell is going to be slipping in some of the minors too. What else, Ruell? What did I miss?
Also, I want to look at Bitcoin. I want to see if is it done? Is it done?
What is what done? Is what done? Is Bitcoin done or is the sell-off done? Well, let's get some clarity here.
Is the sell-off done? And also, what I would like to know is, okay, let's look at last week. We looked at 10 crypto plays. How about this week? Let's look at 5 NFT token plays.
Okay, so we're not talking about buying NFTs. You're going specifically for the tokens. Is that right?
No. I'm talking about specifically the NFTs.
Okay.
I just learned. Shout out my guy, Red Dad, Blue Dad. There's a difference between tokens and coins. Coins are the ones that are usually what we think of as cryptocurrency, and tokens, like non-fungible tokens, are what we think of as like NFTs.
Wait, one more time. For those of us who are slow.
Coins are what we think of as cryptocurrency, and then tokens are what we think of as just like an asset, like an NFT, non-fungible token.
Yep. Okay. All right. Fair enough. So Ruel, but before we get to those, while we're waiting for some folks to trickle in, I want to get you started off with something. Did you buy the dip at all last week? Any dip buys?
Oh, hell yeah. I bought a lot of dip buys last week. I was
okay.
Happy about all of it.
Okay. What was the move?
The main move was a coin called LCX, which is traded on Coinbase. You guys know we've been kind of hot and heavy.
All right, you got a screen you can show us?
Sure.
So first dip buy that you made was coin LCX. That's Lima Charlie X-ray. And when you put up the chart, I also want to know if you're still in it. I think I hacked the stock market last week, by the way, when I give you my dip buy.
Oh, really? Okay.
It was a YOLO-ass stock buy.
Let's see here. Share screen. Share it. Okay.
All right. Boom, we got it. All right, so we're looking at LCX, and I swear to God, Ruel, one day we'll hit the hide button. All right. Give us the read on this one.
Okay, so LCX got listed on Coinbase, and it took a tumble. But this is a little actually unfair. If we were to give okay, I guess there's no other listing of it than Coinbase, huh? If we go to this chart over here, because it's only showing how it got pumped and dumped on Coinbase.
Okay.
It's a coin that kind of, before it got listed on Coinbase, was just...
How many coins does Coinbase list now? Do you know the answer to that?
Too many to count.
Because remember, they were so tight about it.
Yes, I do.
And their whole thing was their whole thing was we wanted to only list very legitimate projects. Wasn't that the idea?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But they've loosened that up a lot, and of course, the quality of project too is a lot better now. For example, this It's a coin exchange in Liechtenstein. Um, they're doing NFTs where they're diamond backed. They're backed by diamonds, like actual diamonds. And if you want, you can redeem your NFT for an actual diamond, which they'll ship to you for you to only pay them shipping costs. So um, obviously, this is a coin exchange with a lot of money behind it. Um, so yeah, this is what I picked up, and I picked it up. It got down into the nines, and I was like, "Whoa, baby!" I just came in there just like nines and eights. That's all I picked up. So I'm pretty happy with it sitting at 12 right now. That's like what, a 50% gain or something like that. And I really do expect it to get to $1. You guys have been on here and seen the things that I've talked about as far as like with coin exchanges and what they do.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
and again, they do have this whole thing with the timings coming up where they're going to auction these off. And if we come over here, as soon as this loads, we go look at buy timings. You got 20 days on this. But one thing that was really important, you have to stake 1 million LCX tokens to even have the right to purchase this for 1,000 LCX, which that makes a lot of sense, right? Because
Mhm.
if you're trying to if you can redeem this diamond, you're darn for sure going to have to put 100,000 LCX in there, which is like $100,000 or more if you're going to like redeem the diamond. So, um, but what that does say is that's going to lock up a whole bunch of LCX, which means we could be due for a ride up with that token. So that's
And you
one of the
get a real
ones,
life diamond.
and you get a real life diamond. Yeah, like where is it? I think they have a little question and answer page. It's further back or not. Nope. Okay. Maybe I can find it. Okay. About. Okay, here we go. Diamond owners can redeem their diamond and physically receive their diamond. In order to get the, just follow these steps. So basically, you send them your NFT, you give them the cost, and they'll take the diamond out of their vault and ship it to you.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's really cool.
So that's a really, it's a really awesome thing. But the whole thing is now you have this kind of new form of DeFi in which you have a diamond backed NFT, and they're going to send you tokens based on you owning this NFT. So
But like,
pretty,
do we know who's behind these projects? Because I'm reading on this landing page, right? Secure Vault.
yeah.
I want to be able to take that at face value, obviously, right? And just know,
Well,
okay, they got all these diamonds in a secure vault. I got nothing to worry about. But like, if
well,
I buy gold, right? Let's say
gotcha.
I'm buying gold from the Bank of England. That's a bad example. That's a private. That's a government entity. Let's say I'm buying gold from, I don't know, J.P. Morgan or something, right?
Right.
And I'm trusting them to custodian my gold. I have like, there's a lot of trust and a lot of safety checks in place to ensure that my gold is actually sitting there in that vault, that they have all the reserves that they need to have, etc. Um, how would you respond to somebody who's questioning like I am right now?
Well, what I would say is to go onto Twitter and look up LCX,
Okay.
and I would say then like try to vet their CEO and all this stuff. One thing we know for sure is they did get hacked. They took care of that pretty immediately. They only got hacked for like 8 million. They've already given that back to the customers. From what I've read on the country of Liechtenstein, it's a really rich country. So
Yep, that's
uh,
what I've read too.
that falls right in line with someone that's going to put diamonds in the vault and
Okay.
release a product that only like few people can really be like, few people can actually afford, right? Because you gotta stake 1 million of these boys just to have the right to purchase the NFT.
Yep.
um and then the next thing I would do is I would vet their CEO. I haven't vetted him yet, but we can go over here and do it. So Monty Mexler, and then what I do is I probably go to LinkedIn, see what his LinkedIn looked like. So I'm sure we should probably be able to find him on LinkedIn. Okay, so he's on LinkedIn. And I probably go deeper, vet his connections, like see who all he's connected with. But it is that guy, same guy. Um, he's stationed in the capital of Liechtenstein. So there's some vetting there, and we can see what he's done with his life. Harvard Business School grad, has a really great resume here. But yeah,
Hmm.
that's what I would do. So safe to say, it seems like he's all good, and I would also make sure, like in this case, since we know it's an exchange, I would make sure that the exchange is accredited and stuff like that, which it is.
Okay.
So so yeah, that's one of the things I bought on the dip. What else did I buy on the dip? I bought more Seek on the dip because I love Seek. We've been over that one tons. No need to go over that. But if I can get into a little bit of this Bitcoin and is it done? Luke, my friend,
Yes,
have
sir.
you ever
That's the
heard
question that I want to know the answer to.
have you ever heard of Gann's um square of nines?
Gann square of nines. I do not know that one.
Okay. Oh wow, I got one that Luke hasn't heard of. So
What is it? What is it?
so I was looking at this.
This is probably some fake stuff.
I was looking at this.
All right, all right. I won't be a
So
hater yet until you pitch it to me.
basically, they were saying that this is a tool kind of to kind of analyze supports and resistances. And trusty old trading view, they actually do have a script for one of these. So when I looked at this GAN fan here, Bitcoin actually did kind of line up to this as a resistance. As you can see right here with the dotted line, it keeps beating against that GAN resistance. So one of the things I went to look and find was what they said was, okay, if you find a point here, the next point is kind of where you can kind of draw resistance. So for example, with Bitcoin, we had it go to, where is that dang gone? Okay. So we had it go up to like 78 or 68. So if we
Okay.
go look back at this chart, 68. So the resistance is 68, like is 39. So I wouldn't, and then I looked at this and I was like, you know what? It did go down to 39. That is the resistance, and it keeps hitting and knocking on that 39 resistance. So there seems to be something in this whole Gann chart thing. Of course, like I need to do some more research on it. I'm still kind of favoring the Wyckoff thing at the moment here, but it seems to be a nice tool for supports and resistances because Bitcoin keeps resisting at this point. So
Okay. It does line up nicely. But it's giving us nothing on the upside right now. It doesn't seem like.
Correct. It doesn't seem like it's
It
gonna
seems
break
like
through.
wait. If this thing were accurate, it would suggest that we have downside to like negative 6,000, right?
I'm sorry.
If this tool, right? If I'm looking for support, it seems like that support's not coming until Bitcoin's like negative $5,000,
Oh no.
or
So
no?
no. So the way to look at it is it reached a high of 68.
Mhm.
And if we look at the thing here, it's saying, okay, then the next kind of it can possibly fall as low as 39
Yep.
because that's the next one in the spot.
Okay.
It ended up falling to like 32. So I mean, that's close. So that's like okay, that's a pretty not bad estimate.
Yep.
Um so that's kind of how you do that one. I'm gonna do some more research on this GAN guy, see what else he has to offer us. But maybe we might become some GAN chart aficionados after this.
I think it's sort of interesting. I'll say that.
So, but in my estimation, then saying that his low was like 39, I'm saying we're pretty much done. And if you look at this guy, seems like it's knocking on the door. It's knocked on the door like 3 times. So I'm saying it kind of breaks through this time and we're done. So um, with that being said, that we're done, I wanted us to kind of look at like last week we looked at coins, like I said, and LCX was one of those coins. And this week I kind of wanted to look at some NFTs, just out of the sake of diversity in the portfolio. So
Okay.
one of my top
Wait.
ones,
Let's just ask this one. Are you long Bitcoin right now? Let's just get straight to it.
I
I
I
am.
would
I'll
I would
say
say
it. I'll
yes.
admit it.
Yes, I would say yes.
Are you super? No, but you personally, like, you holding it or no?
Oh, I'm not holding it. Come on, man. I'm all about quantity. Remember quantity.
I know.
I,
I know.
I'm not.
I'm
I'm
all
not.
about percent moves,
Okay.
because I think that makes more sense. Okay.
Okay. So
Um.
no, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say it's done. It's done with this. It's time. It's go time.
All right.
And
Um.
according to my little golden cross thing, it also golden crossed. If that means anything.
All right.
Same goes with the
Fine.
MACD. Seems to be agreeing with that. So
Okay.
and this is the day chart. So I'm saying it's done.
All right. Fair enough.
All right. So then if we look at some NFTs here. So first NFT, we're gonna get back to Dark Horizon. Dark Horizon's number 2. But the first NFT I would like to look at is what is it called? Oh my god. Okay. Ember Sword. We've looked at this one before. Ember Sword Land. I think the way that we have land just blowing up, I think that Ember Sword Land is a good buy. And I'm going to base that off of if we come over here to trusty old Benzinga Pro and we type in Metaverse, there seems to be a lot of liquidity in like these Decentraland and Sandbox lands. This one just sold, this one just sold, this one just sold, and these are selling for like 60K, almost a million, 16K, and that's happening like literally every day here.
Mhm.
So it seems like there's good liquidity in this land. So, but of course, this has already happened. We're like, I feel like if you're buying this land, I don't like you got to be like a business or something like that. Cause like now, Adidas, Atari, they own land over in the sandbox. Like you got to be a big business with a plan for the land now. you're better off trying to go find some cheap land in like a game, like maybe a play to earn game. So my land of choice would be Ember Sword. Game still hasn't launched yet. Even with the game not launching, you got all of this want for this land. These are the cheaper plots here. If we go to the settlements, they get exponentially more expensive because the settlement is actually 4 plots of regular land. So settlements
Mm-hmm.
are actually selling at an even higher premium because the land there was at 28, and if you did that times 4, it wouldn't be as high as this. So these are actually selling, I guess, at a higher premium. Then if we go
Yep.
to the cities got a real high price for these cities here. I'm not even gonna look at town and the capitals. If people want to come in and look at that, they can. But that's number one on my list here. And then next on my list would be an NFT that I really like a lot, Dark Horizon. They have a really nice community. Full disclosure, I own 2 of these guys. Um, they're looking at really trying to get a game going, and they do actually pay you a coin for holding your soldier. You have to just go on there and stake it, and
Mm-hmm.
since it's on Ethereum, there's a cost for that. But once you stake it, it's fine. They're looking to actually have a game, so they're doing a card game that's similar to.
Is it
Oh,
out yet or no?
it's not out yet. That they're almost at the beta testing of the game. Um, but these are kind of like some of the fancy cards. I really love their artwork here. Um, and they're doing this with a company called Whimsy Games, which I hear is a really fancy game company, and not a lot of people get to work with them. So yeah, and if we come over here and look at Dark
And how
Horizon,
about the M&A front? How
what's
hot
that?
have these game makers been on the M&A front?
What do you
You
mean,
saw
like?
you saw there was the Microsoft bought Activision,
Yep,
and then Sony bought Bungie today.
really?
You didn't see
Wow.
that?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh man, yes.
So
Think about this.
at
Microsoft buys Activision to support Xbox. Sony buys Bungie to support PlayStation.
So yeah, guys, I mean, like, and that leads me into something actually. Tomorrow I'm going to do a collaboration with my guy Underdog Crypto and the professor on my channel, where we're going to be talking metaverse. So all of these deals are
Okay.
like metaverse moving deals, and that'll be tomorrow on my channel at 7 p.m. And just like Luke was saying, like everybody's ramping up for it. Even I saw in here somewhere that Nike, there we go, Nike is hiring a metaverse director. So like all these companies, like the metaverse is here. It's no longer as this like kind of pie in the sky thing. It's here. WMG, Warner Music Group, worked
Mhm.
out a deal with Sandbox, so
Mhm.
they're launching a music world inside of Sandbox. So it's going to be a big thing. But along with this big thing is going to be NFTs, because everything that you can sell in the real world is just going to get digitized and sold in the metaverse, just like we're seeing with this digitized land being sold as an NFT. Um, and these board apes are going to be also identities which people are going to use in the metaverse. um, Flash forward to Dark Horizon, they brought a company on for them to be in their own metaverse as well. So I think with these trading at this low of a floor price with all these unique type of owners, that they're at a good deal right now.
Yep.
um there's one other one here. So those are the first two. Um, Another one is Splinterlands. We've been hot and heavy on Splinterlands. Let's see. They also
And
have
are you
land.
still in the Splinterlands game?
Yes, I still own NFTs in that game, but I'm thinking, um, and I might have to share a different. I might have to. I'm sharing my total screen, right? So you guys, can you see this? Can you see this brave guy?
Yes,
'Cause I'm
sir.
okay.
It says,
Um,
yeah.
okay, so
I
they're
don't know. Okay.
also
It
they
took me a
also
second as I
have.
forgot what Brave was. Don't judge me.
No, you're good. They also have plots of land which are at a discount. These things were sitting at like $700. Um, they're sitting now at 4, so it's really good discount. And they already have a deal in place with Engine, which is a really nice crypto coin, to kind of be on their platform. So I think if you're again trying to get into like owning some land that you think it will appreciate, I think this Splinterlands land and that Ember Sword land have a really good chance to appreciate. One other piece of land here. So Pevia is going to be Cardano's Decentraland. They have land plots for sale as well, which you could buy on Cardano's. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I think it's CNFT, which you can buy on Cardano's NFT site,
Mm-hmm.
CNFT. You go to Marketplace, you go to projects, you put in Pevia, and you let it load and not be impatient like me. Okay. So if we go sort by, we're going to sort it by lowest price. So, okay. So you got some guys out here, since the price of Cardano is at like $1.04, these are about like $1,000 a plot, right? Or a little bit
Mm-hmm.
less than that. So you can come in here and buy some cheap land. We know Cardano is on its way. If we look at DeFi, and we've already been over how DeFi kind of closely charts with the coin's price.
Mm-hmm.
Cardano's, where is it? I think it's like around 100 million. Okay, here we go. So we can already see that Cardano's getting its DeFi up and running and getting money locked in here. So $1,000 buy on this land, this Pavia land, might not be such a bad idea. So that would be my fourth land piece. But just also know, guys, that if you're buying these NFTs, you're kind of buying it and it's just going to sit there for a while until everything starts flowing into Pavia, until Ember Sword starts actually having their running a live game, until Splinterlands actually gets um, their land onto Engine. So we're looking at like a year horizon with these NFTs, whereas with the coins I mentioned last week, the horizon is more of like 3 to 4 months maybe, when we get to like kind of flowing back to a bull market. So keep that in mind. Um, and then for the last NFT here, which one? This is going to be on the
I'm taking notes.
here.
GT in the chat. He's saying
Don't
Ruse is bringing / lifting people up.
don't share
Amen
me
to
for
that.
just a second, Luke. I
All
got to
right.
sign in here.
All right, you're off.
Okay.
No, this is just the Luke show. Just kidding. Also, shout out to the nice sweater. There's a Arizona man wearing a sweater. Is it cold there or what?
It's not cold. It's like
All right.
60s.
You're just going back to your roots.
Oh
Your
yeah, dude.
Michigan roots.
My Michigan roots, boy.
Ruel, it is
I
so
I
cold here,
I've
man.
been kind of like wussified with cold air down here. Like
How many years has it been?
like 5.
Great.
Okay, let's sign in. Like I don't
That
even know what
buffer
I'd
well.
do if I went to if I went like and it was snowing. I don't even know what I would do now. I'll just die. Just curl up in
Yeah.
a ball and just die. Let's see here. Okay. I got to do my little Google authenticator and then we can get back to this one. So, to set this one up, it's really interesting the way they chose to do like a metaverse with this. It's called V-Access, and basically what they're going to do is they're going to issue a coin to the holders of these, like they call them cores. Um, and I ended up buying a Metacore here. Okay, they're all sold out now. For a while they were not all sold out, but now they're sold out. So now we can share me again.
All
Do I
right,
have to
you
do?
ready? You ready? You're
Yes.
back, baby. You're
Okay.
back.
So it's an interesting way they decided to do this, and this is going to be on
Right now we're
HR.
looking at your emails. Is that what we're supposed to be seeing?
No.
Just kidding. All right, we
Okay.
see the cool cube. We see the cool cube.
Okay. So they decided to do these in the form of metacores. I got a diamond, but they have rare gold and antimatter, and these give you different perks. One of which is you get a physical titanium card with these really rare ones, and with these you're just kind of like a member of the club. But each one of these you get, they actually give you a coin. I don't know how often they distribute that coin, but basically now like you can almost think of it as like you're like a store front in their metaverse. So if we go to my actual storefront, let me enter Metacore. Wait, how do I do that again? I forget. I guess I got to go to my profile maybe. Okay. So yeah. So so now there's tons of different profiles here, and then so I added my profile, and then what they're going to get up and running with is to have all these different profiles be something that you can visit and you can kind of just like sell your wares.
Mhm.
For instance, if you guys remember West Coast Customs, they have
Yep.
one of these, and their studies like selling wares on here. For example, I thought they gave me like a car or something like that. I don't see it on here right now. I don't know what happened to it. But that's like that would be an example. So for me here, maybe I put like, oh, come to Black Ruse like crypto training, and I've like put like my own site, or maybe I lease out my core to like a company, say Benzinga, and Benzinga is like selling like seminars on here or whatever.
Mhm.
So it's it's a really interesting way of kind of making the metaverse be something exclusive, and at the same time like really giving the NFT, like they can continue adding value onto these things. Like for example, like I said, they're going to issue a token. um like the sky's the limit here with this. So and it keeps it unique in that the fact that there's only 1,500 of these. So I really like how they're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the last one. I think I have to research where you can buy this on the secondary market because they were supposed to have a thing called Plural NFT be up and running. Maybe so it's still not up and running. So if you want to buy these, I have to figure out where you can buy that on secondary market. So I'll get back to you guys on that.
All right.
But, while we're in this, let's get into that deal you were talking about, Luke. You said Sony. Let me see details.
All right. I can. Are you pulling up your pro?
Yep.
All right. Sony. I don't know if that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right.
Bungie. Okay. You know they own part of Epic Games too.
Well, no. You want it to get deeper than that, Ruel?
Okay.
Microsoft used to own Bungie until 2007. Then they spun it out as its own company. And then Microsoft went and bought Activision. Sony said "F you" and went and bought Bungie. That's what is crazy, right?
Wow.
We had the Activision deal, 2 weeks ago. Huge capabilities that are going to be brought to the Xbox platform. Sony says we're going to go get Bungie, bring some capabilities over to the PlayStation platform. That's what I think makes it interesting.
Now, what does Bungie do? I'm not
I
a
don't know.
gamer.
I'm not a gamer either.
Okay, let's see if we can.
You're only an NFT gamer. If anybody in the chat knows what Bungie does, that would be interesting. Please let us know.
But it does set up again another type of metaverse deal. Okay, did they develop Destiny, Halo? Wait, let me go back to that Google thing. Destiny, Halo, Myth, Oni, Marathon. Okay, because Halo was pretty big for a while until Fortnite came around and took part of their market share. Okay, Bungie. So basically, they already have a pre-existing metaverse with Halo because people go in there all the time and play and have their little what is it called, headsets and all of that. So yeah, that this puts them right in line. In fact, that's like even more in line than Activision, isn't it? What does Activision have? Let's do some dirty work on that too. Oh yeah, the Activision Blizzard, they do Call of Duty then, huh? Okay, so then they have their own metaverse. Oh yeah, and they do Warcraft and
Wait,
StarCraft and all of
but
that.
Bungie is Warcraft?
No, this is
No,
Activision.
Activision is. Blizzard, that's right, because that's a Blizzard deal. Because it used to be Activision and Blizzard used to be separate publicly traded companies.
Okay, and they do Warcraft and I used to like StarCraft better, but I don't even know if they even do that junk anymore. But yeah, so they already have active metaverses, and see, this is why I think, and definitely join us tomorrow. I got a whole bunch of stuff prepared for you guys, and it's going to be a nice debate to have the professor in the house. He's a economics professor for an actual university,
Okay.
an underdog who does his crypto research like no other because he's a certified crypto fraud guy. So definitely, guys, you got to be in the house for this because we're gonna go real deep into it. And if you have ever had any questions on Metaverse, please come. I welcome all questions as well. So,
Boom.
so what this says to me though is the Metaverse. Everybody thinks it's this like 15 years away, like type of deal, but they already have a Metaverse in World of Warcraft. all they have to do is kind of like snazz it up and put like a 3D augmented reality to it. It's that's not something that's in my mind really hard because these Call of Duty games are already 3D. Like all you got to do is make it augmented reality if you want. That just doesn't seem that hard to me. Um, Coming from me as like a programmer type of deal, like
Hmm.
it doesn't seem like it's that much to add if these things were done programmed right. Um, so yeah, to me, instead of like to me, it seems like maybe a year to two at most away than like 15, which a lot of people I've heard a lot of people say it's like
I think
15.
that your
But
shorter time horizon is absolutely fair too. And I'm not coming from somebody who's in that world, but as somebody who
yep.
follows the money flow and is looking at these publicly traded stocks. And I mean, again, our business at Benzinga is news. We're all over this sort of thing. I see the energy and the money that's flowing into it. So I absolutely believe with you.
And then if we take a look, we go back to Benzinga Pro. Like there was a metaverse, um, there was a metaverse ETF before all of this even popped off. Um, this is Round Hill. So if we go back 2 years, so this was in June, and this was like way before Facebook announced their stuff. When like probably somewhere around no, it wasn't October. It had to be around here, like November, right? Let's go look at when this will tell us. Sandbox. Because honestly, I knew before Sandbox like went loco, I knew that Facebook had already announced it. And then I think it's like Benzinga put out the news, and then that's when Sandbox went nuts.
Yep.
But I was like, dude, this is like this already been like a day. This is like 2 day old news. Okay, so I think it okay, it had to be around it had to be right here. So that was like what was that? 10th. What is 10th month? October?
Yes.
Okay, because all our months are jacked up as far as like Octo should be 8, but anyways. Um and y'all don't even want me to go back into the history of that. But anyway, okay, so yeah, so back here, this guy was out then 4 months before Facebook even announced anything. So they already knew where the money was coming from. So I think we got like a 2 year horizon on this at the most 2 years.
Hmm.
Um, so Luke, what is your most favorite metaverse stock?
My favorite metaverse stock. You want the honest truth?
Yeah.
You're not gonna like it.
Okay.
FB.
Okay. Good old FB.
You want
Um.
me to tell you why?
Oh, please do.
Okay. So this is coming from both the stock market perspective and like a business operations perspective.
Okay.
Okay. Let's start business ops. Okay. So Facebook makes all their money from, not all, makes most of their money from advertising. Right. That's just the truth. That's where a lot of their revenue comes from. At Benzinga, we have spent millions and millions of dollars advertising on various platforms. The capabilities of advertising that exist on Facebook are unreal. It's unmatched. In fact, it's so unreal uh, that I'm actually like I'm helping a friend launch a side business. Um, and the only platform that we're looking at for advertising to acquire customers is Facebook. The targeting, the analytics, the model that it's set up where you can only pay if you're actually getting users to come to your site. Um, it's absolutely Facebook. And so because they already have this personalization mechanism down so well, and they already own all the first party data, which is going to be especially important as cookies go away. Facebook is in such a position not only to build on the metaverse, but also to monetize the metaverse. And that's why I think Facebook is a super compelling play.
Okay. And okay. Gotcha.
And I see Jonathan in the chat's asking how he obtains a broker. I'm gonna ask this, Jonathan. What country are you in, and what are you looking to trade? And I'll have some thoughts for you.
Okay. And while Luke's thinking of that, mine, as far as stocks purposes,
Oh Jesus!
gonna be Voozy. Okay. Vuzix.
All right, so you have to take us through this chart then. So obviously, it was a stock that was doing fine, bumping along, went crazy, has now come back to earth. These are, I believe, monthly candles that we're looking. No, these are weekly candles we're looking at.
Yeah.
How do you know that the bleeding isn't going to stop? What's the fundamental case?
Okay,
So,
so
sorry,
so
I
this is
yawned.
the period where everybody was just over everything growth. And I believe this candle is probably when ARK invested in these guys. And from that point on, they blew up. And then all of a sudden, one day, growth stocks were not good anymore. So they got dumped off and just diluted the heck out of them. And then this is probably, yep, again, October. So this coincides right with that Facebook thing. So Facebook, whatchamacallit, ARVR gets a boost and it sinks back down again. So these guys, they do AR ultimate augmented reality glasses and things like that. Mostly for people who actually deal with this in like a commercial sense. But now with Metaverse around the corner, I'm sure they're probably lining up and gearing up to go after some Metaverse type stuff. So with it being here at this type of low, and if we look at, I remember their earnings being good, but let's see here. Okay, not bad. So as you can see, so for the last couple quarters, like the last 6 quarters, they're over the 1 million mark. In fact, they doubled their revenue in this little span, and they're keeping it pretty much in the $3 million revenue mark. And they've gone up pretty much every year. Now imagine this where like everybody's connected to the metaverse, how much those revenues would be, and they're putting out
Okay.
not just glasses, but like maybe augmented reality gloves, um, maybe augmented reality contacts. Who knows? Um, Over the long term, this could be something that's really something. And definitely stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm going to go over other ones. This will be on the list, but I'm definitely going to go over some other ones tomorrow on my channel at 7 p.m. Eastern. Um, so yeah, so that's why, and to me, it's a nice play because it's one of those auxiliary things that's going to be needed. It's kind of like the Jason Raznick thing behind the thing kind of deal, so to speak, because it's
Okay.
going to
I
be
think that's fair.
something
I
needed.
mean, based on the limited info you've given. And I'll throw this one out for the chat as well. Does anybody have a favorite metaverse play? It doesn't necessarily need to be a stock. It could also be some sort of a crypto or NFT play. But I do want to throw that one out to the
Uh,
group. Does anybody have a favorite metaverse play?
And I think you guys could probably name my two favorite metaverse plays. Let's give it 10 seconds and see if anybody can name my two favorite metaverse plays in crypto. If
All right,
Riviera Group's still
that's
in
time
there, he
up.
might not be able to. I don't know if because he should nail it. So what we got, Luke?
Nothing.
Nobody answered.
Yep. Somebody threw out their favorites, which was Roblox and MTTR. I don't know what MTTR is.
Matterport.
Matterport. Okay.
Yeah.
Tony
Um,
threw out Seek. Shelly threw out Splinterlands. I just
okay.
dropped in a link there for you, Jonathan, to open a brokerage account.
So yep, it's definitely Seek. Seek's number one. Number two, oh my gosh. Sorry about that, guys. Number
Is that your
two,
ringer?
yeah.
Okay,
Can
nice.
anybody get number two? Seek is definitely number one. And I've been over this guy so much. Um, AR VR play. They're looking at building a metaverse. They already got like metaverse rooms. Like they have like different rooms where it's like they got the VR lounge room. They have the basketball room for like Dwayne Wade and all of that. So many stars attached to this. Dwayne Wade, Lady Gaga, um, Ringo Starr, the Beatle, Francis Ngannou, whatchamacallit, MMA, all just so much. And they already have working phone apps, which you can use with or without AR, VR stuff. Seek, 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 seek. And then my next one would be Rose. First, I'll have a couple more for you guys tomorrow. Again, they have a deal in place
Mm-hmm.
with Facebook Meta, and my estimation is that they're going to provide Facebook Meta with deep fake like avatars in their own metaverse, and those deep fake type avatars will be geared to keeping the metaverse so lifelike that you just stay inside of it, like most of the time. Because if you're getting deepfake type realism, and you got these AR VR glasses and these augmented reality type deals, it'll become like have you ever seen the movie Demolition Man, Luke?
Yep, I have. I
Okay.
have.
There's this one point where Sly Stallone thinks he's about to have some happy time with Sandra Bullock, and they just end up putting on their VR headsets and just having a little happy time VR wise. You remember that?
Nope.
But I'm seeing that's like if you got deep fake type realism, I could actually see something like that happening, and companies arising to actually fill that niche, so to speak. Um, so yeah, next is Rose on that list. And I guess with our last 5 minutes, um, I'm gonna go. We're gonna have a Q&A after this on my channel. I'm gonna
Okay.
go
I'm cut
over.
out. We used to do everything together. Now we don't.
Oh, you're hilarious, Luke. Uh, Steam Exchange, brought to you by one of my loyal patrons, CryptoFlex. We're gonna go over this guy, and we're gonna like listen to a little bit of their previous AMA, and I'm gonna show you why I'm so high on this guy. Um, really high on this. Um, so I want to leave that for the AMA because it doesn't fit into Metaverse and it doesn't fit into NFTs. So yeah, we're gonna check this one out afterwards.
Right. Boom. I dig it.
Oh my gosh. How's your girlfriend doing, Luke?
She's all
How
healed. No worries.
did she find that like with having like wasn't that her second time having Rona?
No, that was her first, but she
Oh,
was triple vax though.
Jesus. Oh man. So did it go like really easy for her? or was it like difficult?
It was fine.
Okay, that's
It was
good.
okay. I mean, like it wasn't fun, obviously, right? But she was fine.
That's good to know. Does anybody else have any questions before we go? We got good 3 minutes. Let's make good use of it.
Why don't you give us the link, Ruel, for where they can get to the Q&A?
Okay.
I know it. Do you want me to say it? I can do the big reveal.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, darkhorsewatcher.com. Link is in the chat.
Boom.
And also, I am a happy subscriber to Ruel's Patreon. My Twitter in the chat as well. I've been getting Ruel's Patreon for the past 2 weeks now. It's been pretty hot. I retweet all of his pics out of my Twitter, so I put that link in there too. You don't have to pay for anything.
You better stop. Somebody might think you're serious.
Just teasing. All right, what last one, Ruel? One more question. Take on Mana, M-A-N-A.
My take on Mana is that Sandbox has now surpassed them. But honestly, I think to just have a little bit of those coins for the future is a really good bet because they're going to be a part of the metaverse. They're going to be metaverse titans for real.
Yep. All right.
Igor Cardano is way better than Solana. You know what? I don't know about that, but I'm still high on Cardano and the Cardano ecosystem. How's Sonic Coin? I've never heard of Sonic Coin. Shelly, you're gonna have to give me the ticker on that one. I'll have to do some investigation. You're welcome.
All right.
Solana is
Let's hit it.
Hi, that's hilarious. All right, guys. Yeah, come over to the channel and join. We're gonna start off talking about Steam, and if you have any questions, we'll just answer them.
All righty. I will see you all over at darkhorsewatcher.com. Peace, guys.
Sweet. You
Happy
coming,
trading.
Luke?
I'm coming.
All right. Let's do this.
Let's do this.